Hey there, good morning. I'm John. Today is Monday, July 29th, 2024. This is my daily vlog, my regular ritual stand-up where I talk about what I've been doing, what I'm doing next, and how it's going. Trying to make content creation indefinitely sustainable. This is take 2 of this vlog. I don't know, so my camera did something funny and I lost. I was right at the end and I lost that, so make sure I cover all the topics that I talked about a minute ago. Whatever. So let's get going talking about Friday and the weekend and what I did the last time we spoke. So I was unsure if, remember I told you it was going to be kind of a short-ish day. In early afternoon, about 2:30, I left to go see that new Deadpool Wolverine movie with some friends, and I wasn't sure if I could get the Friday plays done, but it did. But it hadn't started at all yet. I had to do the thumbnail and a little bit of writing and the shooting and the editing and the gameplay and all that, but I got it done and I got it out. That video, though, only did about 2,400 views over the weekend, which is quite low for Friday plays. I think there's a lot of extenuating circumstances. I mean, first, it's been several weeks since I've got out of Friday plays, so anyone expecting it maybe wasn't expecting it. It was a little bit off of the radar for me. It was a Game Boy game that was suggested by a viewer. And also, I think, I've heard that regular publishing on YouTube will keep YouTube recommending you, but, I was almost 2 weeks with nothing published, and so I think YouTube, I have to nudge it to make it remember me a bit, and I don't know authoritatively it could be a certain extenuating circumstance, I don't know, but all the more reason that I want to continue to make sure I get plenty of content out. I mean, I got 3 videos out last week, but it's after a long time of nothing, in the eyes of YouTube. So I'm certainly happy with the video. I think it'll do well in the long term, and those that saw it really enjoyed it. And it's not like 2,400 views is nothing. It's great. It just isn't our norm that we would expect to see, which is almost double that probably for Friday plays. I did sandwich after I got back for the movie. I did some graphic work and thumbnailing, some social posting and promotion and stuff like that to try to bolster the videos that are out recently and make sure that they're getting recognition. I guess also on the weekend I should say that in terms of my recuperation, Saturday was a pretty lazy day, but then Sunday my wife and I got out and I would say borderline overdid it, but I went out and we went to a flea market and walked around, kind of stretched this sore leg and get it exercised. Then we went to a mall and walked around, in and out of the car, grocery store, stuff like that. Tried to do normal stuff, just for a couple of hours, not a ton. And it was wearing me out. Actually, I would say that less, though there's still pain in my leg from the surgery. More actual thing that I'm dealing with is my endurance, my breath. I mean, I'm sure probably there's still lung stuff that's thinning out, but also just having been very sedentary and horizontal for a couple of weeks, I just don't have my breath and my endurance back. Yesterday helped a lot, I think, and this is the second time I've shot this, and I'm still doing okay. So that tells you there's improvement. But I think it was good exercise to get out and do that when it's just easy to sit, and relax on the weekend. So I did that. So. And of course, talked about going to see the movies, which is walking in the movies and walking out of the movies. There's not a lot of activity, so that doesn't really count, but we did get out and get some good exercise. So let's talk about stats then. So still recovering from a couple of weeks of no content put out there, but I have my little chart here. I would like to ideally be right in the middle, an average over the last 7 days of 10,000 views and 50 subscribers. If the views were off the chart, below 5,000, they're climbing a bit, about 6,300 now. Subscribers still doing well, almost 90, 89.8 subscribers average over the last 7 days, due in large part to that promo I'm running. Going to keep running that because that's helping to offset our stats trouble. So I'm going to keep that going. I think we talked on Friday. We were just shy of 52.7 almost. So with those good numbers, we did cross 52.7, 52.8, and now we're at 52,900.5 subscribers on the main channel. So that's putting those numbers in the bank so that when we start getting recommended and get videos out more regularly again, people should see them. So let's talk about today then. So of course I need to, I didn't really get a good stack of what's going to happen this week, so I need to kind of stack out the week, including what I'd like to do today, including which is, I would love to get, so a lot of stuff arrived in the mail that I haven't had a chance to touch during the time that I was, in the hospital or out. And a lot of those I'd like to cover. Some of them could be very easy videos, so I'm gonna kind of survey what those things are, open some packages. I'd love to get something out today, tomorrow at the latest, to get the week started with a new long form video. I just had to evaluate what those things are and what I can accomplish in the time that I have and the energy that I have. Also need to cut another Celebrating Yesteryear. Remember, I'm hand to mouth on those. I got behind, so the one I do today will be for Saturday's video. So the sooner I can get it done and delivered to the editor, the sooner she can get work on it. So I don't want to put her in a bind. So I'd like to get that done today as well. Yeah, so I think I recapped everything that I just talked about in the Lost video a minute ago. A lot of new people have found this vlog recently. I want to welcome you. I don't know what you were expecting. You may have popped in and popped out. That's, whatever. It's a very different thing. It's really about process, and it's about this journey of trying to become sustainable. But if you find something here that you enjoy, you're very, very welcome, and I'm happy that you did. I think I don't really talk about this vlog much outside of this vlog, so I think probably the cross-pollination of when I was sick probably led a lot of people to find it. So I'm glad that you did, especially if you find something here you enjoy or you find interesting. Let's see. I think I covered everything. Yeah, I mentioned, I think at the end of my recovery a little bit, I would say I'm about 80%. Yeah, probably 80% or so. I think that's fair. That's about the velocity that I feel I have, is about 80%. I did mention also that we'll have a podcast edit tomorrow, but I'm not going to do any prep for that because it's just a rewind that doesn't have a lot of editing to do, so I'll spend more time in all the other processes that I would normally kind of do behind the scenes. And we'll have new podcast recordings this Friday, so we'll get those set up so we can start planning for those. Yeah, I think I recapped all the stuff, maybe. I want to go ahead and go and get busy after this stuff. I want to thank you, of course, for popping in to check out today's vlog. If you did, if you're here every day, I love you for that. Thank you so much for being here and being part of my support system. Have a great Monday. Remember to do something good for yourself, and I'll talk to you again next day. Bye-bye.